Tackle Junkies, what's going on, fellas? Real quick, I'm recording this video on Monday. Yesterday I did the live stream. I apologize for the terrible video quality. I just have crappy signal here. So hopefully in June, I believe my plan is up and I'm going to possibly switch providers and maybe get a better signal out here. But anyways, had the live stream. I do apologize for the quality. And I apologize for butchering the winner's name. I don't know what I was saying.
Celeb Price. Did I say your name wrong?
But Caleb is his name, and he did respond last night. I'll ship out your box sometime this week. But appreciate all you guys that entered. But anyways, I want to talk to you guys real fast before we get into the MTB box here. A few guys were asking about the SUV here in the garage. And you guys may hear some rain in the background. It's raining right now, but I just felt like doing this video outside. Kind of getting sick of being back there in the tackle room. It's nice weather and all that. But some of you have been asking too why I haven't been taking the boat out and all that. I've been fishing with a lot of my buddies, and we've been catching some pretty good fish. You guys check that out on Facebook and Instagram and all that. I always post pictures. But I'll be taking the boat out probably this Wednesday and maybe Friday. Depends on the weather. It's supposed to be raining a lot. Anyways, to get back to why I haven't been taking it out, I want to say it's been like over a month ago. Both of our vehicles, not this one, this is a rental, my truck and my wife's car, brand new car we just got, were both broken into. Not here at the house. It was, I don't know legally if I can even say where it was at. Anyway, I'm not even going to say where it was at. You know what? You guys probably need to know if you're in the area and you're going to go. So we were at Edison's. Okay, I guess that's off what, 157? We were at Edison's. It was at a Boy Scouts little deal there. They were playing video games and all that. I was at work. My wife was there early when it started. We worked our butts off all day. I got there like the last, I don't know, half hour, 45 minutes to see the kids and all that, you know, playing games and everything. Well, it's a bowling alley as well. So after the event was over, like at 5:30, something like that, I said, you know what the heck? I know I was in my work clothes and all that, but you know, so let's do something. I'm here. So we wanted to bowl. So anyways, we started bowling and all that, and we were done bowling, came outside, and walked up to our cars, and they were just trashed. And they hit that lot. The guy that hit the lot, the cops know what the car looks like. I know what the car looks like. So if I see that car, my truck will be back in the shop because I plan on ramming it. But anyways, the cops know what car they're looking for, but they hit that same lot like 2 weeks prior. After they hit Edison's that same day, they went to the workout place in Edwardsville. I can't think of it. Anyways, we weren't like, they didn't know us. We were just parked in the wrong spot. And like I said, you know, when I think of a robber, I think of like somebody that like knows what they're doing. That's kind of like sneaky, like kind of like James Bond, that maybe could like slide one of those bars in the trucks and pop the lock and all that. These clowns had no idea what they were doing. They did probably like more than $5 grand worth of damage to my wife's car. I think over 4,000 to mine. They stole stuff out of mine, didn't get anything out of hers. But I mean, the way they jammed screwdrivers, I guess, down the window, trying to pop the window, they pried out all the freaking doors. The glass shattered everywhere, scratched up all the interior. I mean, they replaced like everything new on her car. I got my truck back actually Friday, and it's got to go back in this Thursday. That's why it won't be on like Thursday, because I got to replace a few more panels where the glass shattered and scratched crap up. But you know, some people are just so freaking ignorant. So anyway, that's what's been going on. Both cars have been broken into. I've had this rental here longer than I've even had the freaking new car, it seems like. And like I said, broke into both cars, had no idea what they were doing, destroyed everything. Some stuff got stolen from me, but it's all getting fixed. It'll all be looking brand new here soon. But that's kind of why I haven't been taking my truck or my boat out, because when we called the cops. I wonder if I should make this 2 videos because it's getting long. I'm gonna have to speed this up. When we called the cops, you know what's funny too? I know I'm jumping around here. We almost walked out during it, which I would have liked to walk out during it, but it probably would have been stupid because I know what I would have done, and there's no telling if these idiots would have had guns or whatever. But we walked outside, or no, take that back. At 7:01 is when the email came through from OnStar that the alarm went off or whatever. At 7:15, we were out there and already had the cops called. Our game, we were bowling, and we were on the 10th round or whatever you call that. 10th, I don't know what's called. Anyways, we were on the last time to roll the ball or whatever you call it. I'm not a bowler. So anyways, we ran out of time and they gave us like an extra 8 minutes to finish our game. So if they wouldn't have gave us that 8 minutes, we would have been out there either before it happened or as it was happening. But it was probably for the best I wasn't out there. You know, no telling how that would have went down. But anyways, it is what it is. Watch where you park your cars. We were at the end of the lot because the lot was pretty packed with all the Boy Scouts there. So she was at the far end. And when I came in, I seen her car. I parked right next to her. So I kind of blocked her car. I think they hit mine first, and then they went to hers. But yeah, she had to get towed from Edison's because it was her driver's side. All the glass and everything, we didn't want to drive that. So for the first couple weeks, we only had one car. So I couldn't be taking the boat out when I had to get her to work, get the kids and all that. So I mean, I lost a couple weeks there. And then my truck was in the shop last week. And like I said, it's got to go back in this week. So it's just like, we've been like one vehicle bouncing around. So I couldn't be tied up at the lake and not be able to pick my wife up and the kids and all that up. So that's why I haven't had the boat out much. I've just been going, except been going with buddies, been going to the ponds and all that. So anyways, it'll be out this week. I wanted to do 2 slam. I wanted to do this regular slam and the MTB Pro, but with the time I'll have for the rest of the month, we're just gonna go into unbox this one here. We'll go over the gear I'd use for the baits, and then hopefully I can do my slam sometime this week or next week. But sorry for the longer video, guys. We'll just go through these baits kind of fast here, and where the video's not too long. First up, we have the Strike Pro jerkbait here. There it is there in the package. Okay, kind of like it looks like it's translucent. They got a color on here? I don't see a color. Goes to 2 feet though, or 0.2 feet. So this looks like a real shallow diver here. This would be a good one for that shallow water that I fish. There it is there, out of the package. My jerkbait rod is a 6.6. It's a medium plus, moderate fast action. Got a nice soft tip to it. I like a shorter rod, so when I'm working the jerkbait, same rod I use for top water, I'm not smacking the water. I'll put a 7-speed reel on there and probably like 10 or 12 pound test, mono or fluorocarbon. Either would work. Probably like 12 pound fluoro is what I'll start out with, just because it doesn't go that deep. All right, that goes for $11.96. Then we have the Suspending Shad BD T2 Baker's Lures. Great color for me. Good looking shad color there. That goes for $6.99. Yep, I really like that. Good looking shad pattern there. Rattles. Very cool. We had a couple Baker's Lures in the past, which were very nice. I'll probably put this, I'll see how deep this goes here. Depth 3 to 6 feet, suspending, so I guess you could use it kind of like a jerkbait. I'd use it on that same setup that I mentioned before, or if I want to get some distance on the cast, I'll go to the 7-foot medium plus moderate fast action, which is my cranking rod, 12 or 15 pound test fluorocarbon, and just probably slow roll that. You can still jerk the rod and all that, use it like a jerkbait, or you can just probably steady reel that and get down there to that 3 to 6 foot. But good looking color there. I'll definitely be using this week. Again, that goes for $6.99. Then we have the Slim 6 Venom 224. Looks like we got looks like a speed worm here. Something like you can get from Zoom. Striking has a worm like this as well. Pretty cool there. Look like a watermelon red type color. Little speed tail there. You can use that for like a top water. Texas rig that with a little bullet weight on there. Cut that off, use that as like a little swim jig trailer. I probably just Texas rig that with like a little 1/8 ounce, 3/16 ounce weight on a I think I got a 7'2" medium heavy fast action rod. Like I said, I'll put on there, you know, a little tungsten weight, probably 12-pound fluorocarbon, and just swim that around grass and things like that. There it is there in the package. From there, we got the flicker worm from Ketchco. Okay, that's cool. Ketchco flicker worm. This is like the kind of similar to that squirrel tail worm from Big Bite Baits. Kind of looks similar to that. I'd probably put that on, probably shaky head. I'd put that on probably, I got 2 spinning rods, but they load really light. Even the medium heavy, it loads like an 1/8. I put this on a medium heavy 7-foot fast action spinning rod, probably like a 10 or 12-pound test fluorocarbon, and work that around docks and laydowns, stumps, things like that. Like a watermelon red type color. Pretty slick. That goes for $349. And last up we have pack of hooks. The Ultra Point Big Mouth Hook, $191. You guys can see that there, just an extra wide gap. Mustad hook. From there we got sticker and the Dibble Digest. Always some good info in here. Nighttime fishing tips, pond appreciation, targeting smallmouth versus largemouth, fish slang. So definitely check that out, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Sorry it's a little longer than usual. Give me a thumbs up though. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll talk to you soon.